As we turn to page 312 for Zichronot, we invoke the memory of God in this moment, but not so that we could run the stats. How well did we do this year or how badly? Instead, we ask God to remember that each decision that we made over this year required choices. Some simple, but many, especially the memories we bring at this time, we bring to our minds and our heart during this time, were not simple. Often we were forced to choose between who we are and who we aspire to be, our base self and our best self. Every so often, our worst self gets to play along. When we ask God to remember, we want God to remember who we really are, what we really need, and how God's love and compassion can help us rise above the challenges of being human. Every day in our prayers we say, Atahu Rishon, Atahu Acharon. You were the first and you will be the last. In Talmud Rosh Hashanah 17b, the anonymous voice understands the repetition of God's name as we called out earlier in the 13 attributes of God. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum Vechanun. The Stama, the anonymous voice, understands the repetition of God's name, Adonai, Adonai. I am God, Adonai, before that person sinned, before we sinned. And I am God, Adonai, after that person sins and performs repentance. As God does not recall for him his first sin, God will not recall the second, and God will be merciful and gracious. May we have the strength and the courage to be gracious and merciful to ourselves.